Hello everyone. We are here. It is time. Final Fantasy XVI. You know it. You'll love it. It's been a little bit since we played it because there's been a lot going on. But we're here. And I'm ready. I can already see, you can't see it yet because I don't have the game screen up, but I already have been reminded that there's a couple of side quests to do. We'll be starting off with those, as well as I believe we have a hunt that we have to go take care of. And then we'll see where it is that the game takes us next. Hope that you all are having a fine day this day. I almost said evening. It is noon. It is most certainly not evening where I am. Maybe it is where you are, but not here. And if it is, well, I hope it's a fine evening for you as well. But for me, fine day. Hey, says Incompletionist. Hello, my friend. How's your kiddo doing? Hope she's all right. Hope she's feeling better. I see Canadia said hello as well. Hello, Canadia. Let's go ahead and get this going live off the screen. Here we are. Oh, it's nice to be back. It is nice to be back. Although it's funny, after playing a bunch of Remnant with Dante, I can feel the 30 FPS here now. It's really funny. It didn't bother me in the slightest the entire time we've been playing the game, especially because like the game has such nice visual fidelity in general. But man, going from Remnant 2 at 60 to this, I can definitely see it. And it's nothing wrong with it, but just it's funny how you kind of forget about it until you see it. Oh, we have 3 side quests. Okay, let's do it. Looks like we have to talk to maybe not Old Tomes, but someone in Old Tomes' library. Better today, thanks for asking. Good.
Will there be
And Adwin, hi, hello. Good to see you. All right, Shirley, what's up?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Well, all right then. We can certainly find some scales.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Okay. Watched the opera episode of Final Fantasy VI twice. It was so good. Oh boy. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That was an awesome episode for sure. Not like to say that my performance or my commentary was that spectacular or anything, but the opera scene itself. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was something, man. That really took me by surprise.
Seems the hideaway's lost
That blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a
Jesus,
recipe.
Molly, relax.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Jeez, Molly, no need to, like, be laying out threats here. God damn.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
A fried mortress of skyworm.
That does not sound
That's one heck of a
appealing
name,
at all.
innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one?
All right, Tomes.
Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves,
We're coming
maybe?
to you to find out about
Fine.
ingredients.
I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Molly, the world is ending? I don't know if you knew. Really not a time for you to be threatening the leader of this whole shebang over a recipe, alright? Just saying. Maybe learn your priorities here, lady. Your reactions made it great. Well, good. I'm glad. I certainly felt like I had some appropriate reactions there, because that shit was insane. Goots!
What am I gonna do?
You're gonna tell me about an eye for an eye.
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than
That's
usual.
saying something.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
The breathing. Oh.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
I mean, she better not.
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
All right. Let's see what we can figure out here. Clive, I don't know any scholars. End of quest. Yep. Just, nope, we're done here. Dismissed. Goodbye. All right, Karen, what's up?
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade, then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand.
Can't be afraid, Clive. If you show
All I
fear,
know
you'll show
is that
weakness.
Someone in Dallimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
I mean, he went about that all the wrong way. You don't go like, oh, well, you know, I've heard maybe you've done some bad things. Be like, you walk up to like, all right, Karen, listen. Now, I haven't talked with you much about this type of stuff before, but I've been hearing rumors that you are selling weapons to brigands in Dallimil. I don't believe it before you get your knickers in a twist, but this obviously is something that you would want to see nipped in the bud, and I would as well. So, What can we get figured out here? Would you know of anything that would cause anyone to spread rumors like that? Boom, done. Now she's not insulted. You've got the information, or hopefully get the information that you need, and you move on. Easy peasy.
Did you see the pair that got pulled into time?
But I guess that's why I'm the communications major and not Clive. Oh, I didn't realize we had missives. Clive, you fought Titan, bro. Exactly. Dramatis Personae. Okay, I don't particularly care about what you have to say. Martha, though. The Guardians are getting along with the axes fine enough, working to shore up the rest of the walls when not cleaning out what few threats remain down in the reeds. Though chances are we'd still be neck-deep in Akashic had you not given that horde your firm but gentle nudge. Know you're of a realm to save and all, but if you're ever in need of a quick reviver, come see us. We'll tap you a cask. Thank you, Martha. Flames burn bright from Wade. Yeah, Wade, let's go. You have an uncanny talent of showing up where you're most needed, my lord. Without your steel, I fear the rest would be in the hands of the Akashic, and us but more of their nameless numbers. However, with the horde now both thinned and fractured, we Guardians can focus our efforts on putting down the smaller packs without the worry of being overwhelmed, while Martha's blood axes can return to defending the Tor. As for young Oscar, you will forgive my sudden request for taking him under your wing. He's a good man, attentive, polite, hard-working. So as you can see, he already has learned everything he can from me. He would do well to continue his squiring under a more worthy shield, and the realm has none more worthy than you. Yay, thank you, Wade. Much appreciated. And word from Northreach. Clive, you have the town's thanks for helping rid us of all the thralls, but we are neither of us so naive to think we've seen the end of their like. Good Felipe has taken to seeing that we are prepared should the ghouls come once again calling, but I oft worry the rank of captain has begun to weigh heavily upon his shoulders. Just as I imagine, the same might be said of you and your burdens. But remember, should the weight ever become too much, you needn't stand alone. Our hearts and arms remain ever open, as do the Vale's doors. If you need a little bit of a romantic pick-me-up, Clive, Isabel and the Vale, they've got you covered. I'm sure Joe won't be too happy about it, but... And a humble request. Master Clive, I apologize for this sudden and untoward gesture. Circumstances have forced me to seek immediate aid, and there is none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed Lord Uncle has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits in back alleys, I am sorely ill-equipped. If it please you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, where I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Sebastian Rutherford, Seneschal to Lord Byron Rossfield. Absolutely, Rutherford.
Rutherford? Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
If there's a task to be partook under the name of Lord Byron Rossfield, then rest assured that Clive Rossfield himself shall make an appearance to assist. Alright, so we have to talk to Tomes, we have to talk to Goots, and go talk to the kids in the atrium, and then go to Martha's Rest. Got it.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Well, be
Sure
careful,
that's wise?
Goots.
Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
I mean, listen, if there's anyone who's going to be trying to bully Goots in Dalimil, they are absolutely going to be answering to my steal. So yes, we will absolutely be going with you, Goots. But let's just catch up with people here in... actually, we should go to the atrium first. Here in the hideaway first, shall we? Of course, the butler's name is Sebastian. You better believe it, man. If you're going to have a butler named Sebastian, or if you're going to have a butler, they need to be... Can I talk today? If you're going to have a butler, they need to be named Sebastian, Alfred, or Norman. Nothing else.
The Emperor was impaled on his...
We're all gonna die! You hear me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered every single
All right,
one of
Offgo,
us.
let's relax.
How do you suppose they'll manage?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Michelle.
You'll get us all straight. I'm telling you, I can fix them.
You foolish children, you broke mid stuff. She's gonna whoop your asses. Throw her overboard, she's crazy.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something worked is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Okay. I don't know that we're gonna be able to fix it, but we can try.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
Well, inspect the arm, I guess.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
We're literally just teaching these children right now. This is just a lesson. Dad Clive, preschool teacher Dad Clive. Seriously. The pans.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
And the gear.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned
What
what
the
they
arms do, hit people.
What do you think?
I think we've got it.
I mean, in this world.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. Ah, all finished.
Ta-da!
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who
gear's
showed
still on
me
the
how.
table.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it
The
won't
gear's
be
still
long
on
at
the
all.
table, guys.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be
Guys,
honest
the
with
gear-
Miss Shirley.
The gear is still... You didn't attach the... Okay, yeah, there we go.
Look, we never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Leaving them to figure it out for themselves, I guess.
Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
You getting a little sassy, Jocelyn? No, it's got to be that we're leaving it for them to figure out as a, like, creative thinking exercise. Ofka, I swear to God, I will launch you into this water.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
Do, do, do. Do, do,
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. So either they're just gonna have to figure out the gear thing, or that's gonna come back around and be like a continuation of the side quest, one or the other.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and
What a
drake's
request,
mint.
jeez.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
Find that.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life, in which regard fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other.
Okay, well that's convenient.
To Northreach then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete.
Alright, cool. I mean, as a cook myself, I do love cooking side quests. So, I'm happy to engage with this one. And I guess, yeah, that's everything that we needed to do here. I think the hunt was in Dalimil as well, although I don't remember where. Let's check the hunt board really quick, just so we know, since we're going to be over there anyway. I admit I've been tuning in and out of stream, so I wasn't expecting day 11 of Final Fantasy 16. World ending postponed whilst Dad Clive's away. No one respects Sid. yeah, we hit SideQuestville for a little bit here, but, you know, we'll get them wrapped up quick. Probably do some story stuff today. Mid outsources work to Sid again. Love her so much. Mid is phenomenal, yes. Mid, we need to build a catapult. What's that for, Clive? We need to launch crazy people off this ship. Alright, the pack is south of Tabor, Dalmekia. Oh, okay, I was wrong. Fair enough. So, south of Tabor, Dalmekia. Oh. Ah. Okay. Well, we progressed what we could of our side quests right now, so never mind. We're going to go do story stuff right now. And then we'll get back to our side quests once we finish the main story. Xenoblade 3 had a bunch of cooking side quests. Ah, so that's how you're going to finally rope me into playing Xenoblade. The cooking side quests, of course. Hey! Look who's with us. I forgot he said he was going to come. Very cool. What a party. Like, bro, who's gonna fuck with us? We've got the dominance of Ifrit, Phoenix, and Jill, and then Torgal, who's basically dominant himself.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger.
Okay, Clive.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Kandor was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Man, I wasn't expecting Clive to just snap at him like that. Jesus. So Tabor is where we had to go for the dogs. So I guess we'll just be able to find that hunt while we're over there. And we could go and do an eye for an eye right now while we're here. Why not? Clive and two people that if they use their powers, they end up in the hospital. Yeah, but they can still use their powers, and I mean, that's really all that matters for whoever it is that tries to mess with this.
Too hard to find Goots.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Could be I know something more.
All right, Goots, what's up?
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever'll pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
Interesting. There is nonsense afoot, to be sure.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
I mean, I appreciate it, Goots. I really do. But you don't have to worry about us. So out and around. Okay, it'll be faster if we do this, honestly. Clive, what the fuck? We're just doing cooking side quests, bro. Seriously. No, he's worried about Joshua, but like, jeez. Don't need to scold the kid that hard.
You fought very bravely.
The safety of the town is in our hands.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Alright, what do we got going on over here, ladies and gents? Who's besmirching the good name of our resident merchant, eh?
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death?
Oh, you're bold, Yarrow.
Boys, he's all yours. But that's so.
This guy really thinks. Alright. Oh no, you got a couple dogs and some dusty guys with axes and swords.
Now, we could pretend this didn't happen.
Zap!
Farewell.
God, he's just gone. Oh my god, the satellites can just juggle forever. That's awesome. Yeah, you stay up there. Oh, cure? How dare you? Hoopst. Hoopst. Where is the healer? Show him to me. You! Yeah, that's what happens, buddy. Oh my god. Is there another? Who? You! No one uses cure in this house. Zap! Oh my god, it's good to be back. It is. Oh my god, that death gurgle. Holy shit. Also, seeing Joshua pop off with his abilities while we're doing our thing and Jill's throwing ice around, like, oh my god. How terrifying for these guys.
Oh, you've done
Have
it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen.
I
was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Damn, Jarl's got a mouth on him.
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Interesting. I wasn't expecting this to wind up being about Goots. Huh. What's going on here, friends? Hello, Warren. Oh, we were just beating up some bandits who were threatening the good people who work at our hideaway, as one does.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Lord!
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right.
Uh-huh.
She ruined my life and the lives of
by what,
countless
running
others.
your filthy ass out of town?
That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her. Or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Hey, look who's here. Care to explain some things, Karen?
Karen.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go
Fuck
through
him up,
me.
Goots!
Fuck! You great galoot! Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye.
Ah.
Wise words, Sam.
Is that why she has a fake eye?
And now, it's time to collect.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Huh.
Sorry to
Very
keep you
cool.
waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. So, clearly, I mean, not really that surprising that Karen got up to some shady business back in the day. But very interesting to see, like, Goots kind of get drawn up into it. Very interesting indeed. Now, Bad Blood. That's not where we need to go for the main story. Make for Tabor. Okay. Oh, we're able to freely travel again. Got it. So, Krajit Echoes, that's where we have to go for that. Hideaway to speak to Nan, presumably. Alright, let's go over to Martha's Rest for now. Because when we go to Tabor, that's when we'll be able to do our hunt, and we'll do that while we're going to do the main quest. So we'll clean up everything else that we can as we're going here. Alright. Sebastian, what is it that you require, my friend? Where is he? Is he upstairs? Ah, he's upstairs.
My lord Marquis, is that you?
It was one of those things again where you're not allowed to move freely until you enter a new zone. Yeah, I guess so. Guess so.
It is you. Then
Why
you
is a
received
good question,
my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your Lord Uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalimil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Okay, so back to Dalimil. Interesting, interesting. Northreach we have to go to as well. Alright. So, since we're going to be going back to Dalimil anyway, let's go to Northreach for now. Trying to be as efficient as possible here. Because Dalimil is obviously going to have a few things for us to do. And presumably we're going to have to come back to Rutherford once we're done in Dalimil, but, you know, one step at a time. So up here, okay. Oh yeah, that's what we did last time. We did all of the trials and unlocked the accessories for our ultimate abilities. I remember now. Those were a blast, man. That was such a cool stream, even though some of them were so hard.
You needn't fret.
I do want to switch back to using Phoenix as well. Now that I got a better taste of what I can do with it and I understand it more, using it for a while would be a lot of fun. That said, I'm really, really, really enjoying Bahamut right now, and I don't know how I would mix the two together. They feel kind of antithetical, but...
Run like the wind.
Whenever I hear someone say in these dark times, I always think of the COVID ads that were like, in these uncertain times, buy a Toyota.
But you said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers.
Well, we're around bright yellow flowers, so let's deal with these silver levels. Oh, I can't turn enough, damn it. Yeah, there's plenty of flowers around, that's for sure. Can't pick any of them yet. Yeah, those ads, man. Like, God, I know corpo be corpo, but like... try to not be profiteers for 2 seconds in the middle of a global health crisis, guys. Please, that's all I ask.
Now that is heady. This must be the Drakesmith.
Ah, and there's the dragon.
This leaves the Skyworm.
That was definitely not there a second ago. It must have landed when we had our backs turned. Yep. Yep. Blueback Wyvern.
This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with. Let that be light!
Woo, buddy! Let's do this first. Remembering how I've got the whole thing set up. And dead. Alright, cool. That did it. You obliterated those dogs. I obliterated that wyvern, too. Oh, I do like this setup, man. I do like this setup. It's extremely satisfying.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
Okay, so that's done. Yeah, I mean, it's Karen, it's the ingredients to Molly, and then Dalimil Inn, Crushed Echoes. Yeah, alright. Let's go over here. I'm curious to see what this dog pack is going to be about. I believe it was only a C rank hunt, so it probably won't be anything that exciting, but...
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here has seen something.
Mummy.
The gentleman of the town.
Did you guys see, I posted in my Discord about it, one of the big composers for the Soulsborne series has announced that she's moving on to freelance work. She's leaving FromSoft. Obviously not the only composer there, and I believe she wasn't even the main composer on Elden Ring, but like DS 1, 2, and 3, Bloodborne, like she did Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower, she did the Sur Alon theme, she did the Dark Eater Madir theme. It's very sad.
I don't see your master
very sad.
Here, so you can start by giving us all the.
She's going to freelance work, so she could still work with them. But
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please, these men are trying to rob me.
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his
damn,
throat.
alright. Lady Maria's theme is so good. I know. I'm hoping that it just means that she'll work on FromSoft stuff when like there's something that they want her to do or something she'd like to do while also working on other projects, because it would be great to see some of that level of music come into other games as well. But yeah, it's still very sad. Do you see the music thing I posted on the FF6 channel last night?
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but
I don't
these
think
were men of
so.
a fist.
I'll take a look.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way
I'll
free.
listen to this, Canada.
Only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist
It's
Central
been a while since
Command?
I've seen an OC remix link.
Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
I can't say that I will, sir. I think you've earned it. How you doing? Listening while doing yard work. Good to see you, Mike. I'm doing well.
No. to find this second associate of Rutherford's.
Hope that the yard work goes well for you.
If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Back to Northreach, fair enough. We can do that. Yeah, I guess that's one of the only other things to do other than heading back to the hideaway. Fortunately, these side quests are moving along at a pretty speedy clip. Like, we're handling multiple of them simultaneously, and we're cruising through all of them. Like, we've had one side quest take as long as all of these together before.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Sorry if you've been hearing the buzzing. Jane is texting me from work. She just found out about the actor of Pee Wee Herman passing away due to cancer. You know, that news has been spreading today, and she's sad about it.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of
Paul
my
Rubin,
belongings.
yep.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach, visit the Vale, tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Alright, let's mess them up. More bandits to kill. By the time we're done with this story, every single bandit in the land will be dead.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
Every single one. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, Funky Thor, just came to say hi. Hope you guys are well. Yeah, you as well. You as well.
This
Vacation
one's
going well?
ours, pretty boy.
Oh, I hit the wrong button to activate it. Oh, well. I love the crossed beams with Joshua. It's so good, man. They're heading back to the airport and we're going back home to my country. Ah, very nice. Very nice. It was good. Thank you. Bought a lot of good stuff here. Awesome. Any particularly noteworthy cool stuff?
Make for the town while you can. There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late.
Got some Persona 5 pins, Xenoblade 2 amiibo, Earthbound art book. Didn't buy it, saw Fire Emblem art book as well. Got some games. Nice! Very, very nice. Sounds like a good collection of stuff. Okay, so now we just need to head back to the hideaway, go talk to Rutherford at Martha's Rest, and then we can proceed towards the last side quest, our hunt, and the main story quest, all in the same area. Was the Awakening art book? Oh, yeah, that one's awesome looking. Like, I'm obviously not an artist and not particularly interested in art books, but that Awakening one is incredible. That and the Tactics Ogre one looks really cool.
I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Okay. Smooth Lake Butler. Excellent. Stupid name. Reduces flare breath cooldown time by 2.7 seconds. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to discount anything until we have all of our abilities, but I don't see myself ever really using flare breath. It's fun, but not the most useful thing. But still, good to have a quest done. More rep, more money, XP, all that type of good stuff. We'll go to the hideaway. Couldn't find the Xenoblade 2 art book I saw in February. Ah, that's a shame. Gonna head out, see you. Okay, see you later. I hope your flight goes well. Thanks for stopping by.
It seems the hideaways.
All right, what's up, Molly?
Appetite. So, did you
I
have
did
that word
indeed.
with Terms then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
So, Saint's Bonnet. While this pungent herb, once known as Drakesman, has no known curative properties, it does have the ability to mask foul odors and flavors, which is why it is found in recipes involving particularly foul-smelling flesh, such as the lights and livers of wild beasts. The lights? What does that mean? Obviously, that's like slang for something, but the lights and livers. I've never heard of lights used to refer to any sort of meat. Weird. And then raptor liver. Some naturalists believe that it is the blueback wyvern's proclivity to feed on carrion that results in their livers becoming so engorged, and that the saints' bonnets with which they follow their meals serve to ameliorate this effect. Others claim that it is the blooms themselves which cause the damage, the wyverns being so taken with the flower's taste that they cannot resist. So, foul tasting or foul odorous meats and damaged livers. Great. Great combination of ingredients for a meal. Wonderful. Love it.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
Oh, God. Oh.
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the
This man is
piquant
going
kiss
to
of the
die
saint's
from one
bonnet
of these dishes.
that tames
Straight
the
up.
savage dish. It is a tour de force. A force of nature, even. A maelstrom of flavour and sensation. A graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word
I
to
mean,
the
I'm a
contrary.
man, and I give you a word to the
Sid,
contrary.
might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
No.
I'll give it some thought.
No, in fact, Clive is being too nice. We will not give it any thought. And in fact, I think we now have a second package for that catapult that we commissioned Mid to build. Clearly, this guy and the tail spinner both need to be launched into the lake for their tomfoolery, shenanigans, and ne'er-do-wellness. God. Something's not right in that boy's head or taste buds. Horrifying.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Okay. An eye for an eye, done and dusted. I wonder, Ooh. According to Karen, a sensor packed with herbs and ambergris can ward off everything from insects to the plague, protect a home from thieves and demons, and heal any number of ailments, all while bringing love and fortune. Interesting. Huh. All right, well, we have another trophy for the quarters. Cool. I wonder how close we are to the next reputation reward. There's still one side quest for us to do. Yeah, over here in Tabor. Why does it not show up in my map? Or in my journal? Huh? Active quest, main scenario progress, completed quests. I guess I've never looked, but I thought that your side quests would show up in your journal.
Did you see that?
The catapult is doing work. That's like a little 4-coma comic that I need. Like Clive commissioning the catapult and then troublesome members of the hideaway just being launched into the sea. Please send a bunch of people out to die so we can have this fucked up food. Yeah, seriously, man. I guess we have to talk to Goat. I guess that's why he exists.
Anything catch your eye?
Yeah, I guess they're all tracked here, not in the journal, huh? Okay, cool. Well, we will definitely be going to do that.
Always something in there.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
How far away? A little less than 100 for the Talisman of Priming, which sounds like it's going to be incredible. And I guess we can talk to Goat to travel over there.
Clive, here you go.
Boom. Alright. So now we'll go down here. And then this is where the main story, the hunt, and the side quest all are. Cool. I was trying to run with R2 and I'm not sure why.
Let's go. Run like the wind.
No, you don't run in Remnant with R2, you click the left thumbstick. So I don't know why. I guess maybe because it's R2 to run with Ambrosia? Huh. I don't know.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
This is true, they do. But this means we get to fight Echoes, which is always fun.
Safe.
Oh, that one's dead. I was like, let's maybe kill the thing we were fighting, Clive, but apparently we already have.
You're finished.
Thump the dump-punk. A 4-combo would be great, right? That's what I'm saying. That would be a ton of fun. Whoa.
Farewell.
I really like the satellites. Just being able to turn myself into a Gundam is so much fun.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with
And she's
better
cuter,
manners.
too. Joshua just accidentally reveals his massive crush on his retainer. Fire Emblem Engage run. Is that a complete sentence? I'm not... Is there a thought that I missed here? I feel like I'm missing something. Damn, Joshua. Holy crap. Oh. There's dead chocobos. Poor buddies. How'd they get killed by those little birds?
Hey, do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Canberra next. But knowing my luck, the old place be crawling with the works before I'd even sight me store.
This guy have the gift of prophecy?
As I always say, where there's crisis, there's opportunity.
Oh, running right trigger on the switch and engage, right? Oh, that might be what it is, yeah. I haven't played Fire Emblem in a little bit.
Is there any money to be made in Ash? The orcs even carry Gil.
Damn, this guy had a lot to say. Interesting. Wonder if he's going to show back up. Yeah, haven't played Engage in a little bit. I took a little bit of a break from it to finish the main campaign of Front Mission, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Oh. Oh. This man's in a bad state. I started the second campaign, and it's very different from the first campaign in Front Mission, but I'm enjoying it. Trying to get it wrapped up, because I know Front Mission 2 is coming out sometime soon.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
Well, unfortunate for this guy.
You catch your breath.
That's Bach's voice. Might be.
Thank you.
It did sound familiar, actually.
Encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me, Lord Kuka.
Rest well, soldier.
Okay, time to deal with more Akashic.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
The traveling merchant, not the dying guy. Yeah, I can see it. We're talking about Bach from Elden Ring, right? It did sound familiar, and I would not be surprised if that actually was him.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Oh god. Akashic chocobos.
Right. Got here in time.
Whenever I'm playing now, I just look for lines of enemies that I can hit with the great old beam. Nice. That voice from Dark Souls 3 coming to the cage, gonna make a Nana out of you. I don't remember that. What is that from? Where what? I don't recall that in the slightest.
Someone there!
Oh god.
Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Nope. Where the heck? Where is this guy? He can't move his leg. He can't have gone far. Ooh, there's a treasure chest. Yeah, it is over here. I thought so. Oh, there he is.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
This is a good part. Oh.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there. In Cosmos when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
No, absolutely not.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Interesting. Interesting little look into the effect that we have on the world. Very cool. Very, very cool. I like that. Now, if this is Tabor down here, I believe it said that the wolves were in the south of Tabor, so we might not even be able to get to them until we go through the town here. Unless it's this path, but that looks like it would connect here. Well, if we don't run into them over the course of doing the story, we'll go and find them. You know the town with all the burning corpses, mangled guys in the cage, where the pyromancer flame or set is? Right. The giant with the bow and arrow on the towers in the later part of the map. Yeah. Near the beginning of the game. Take the path to the right where you travel on the roof. You find an NPC in the cage. Gives you a hint to get in the big guy's cage. That's how you join a covenant. At least before you kill the tree boss. Yeah, that's the purple invaders, the mad tongues, or the mound makers. Yeah. Yep, I remember that. Hey, level up, right. Very nice. Level 41. Not bad at all. The guy in the cage might be the traveling merchant. Gotcha, gotcha.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
Okay, that's all the Watchman has to say. I guess he's fine with us. Oh, look at this place.
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us
Cool.
within.
I love towns built into cliffsides like this. It's such a cool aesthetic. And it's like, what an interesting way to have your civilization set up.
What brings you to our humble village, young man? If it's our artisans you're here to see, then please. But do try not to interrupt their work.
I'll do my best, Mayor of Tabor.
Welcome, welcome.
Bunch of diamond stuff that we don't need. Meteorite, desert rose, shoulders of the giants. We'll scoop that up.
A fine choice.
We're good on items. Okay, cool.
Go safely.
I feel like I've fleshed 100 skins today.
Stay focused, will you? One slip with that scraper and the hunter's hard work will be for nothing.
Yeah, making leather was definitely a laborious task back in the day, that's for sure. I feel like I'd much rather be a hunter than a leather maker.
the
A
scraps
hunter?
you're
A
after.
hunter?
You can go inside if you want, but stay quiet.
Yeah, they're polishing the stones for shipment. Any sudden noises and they might drop one.
Mm-hmm. Lapidary.
These aren't ready for sale, if that's what you're thinking. And I'll thank you to keep your hands to yourself.
Man, the type of work that people did back in the day, and still do now, but obviously did much more before we had the level of technology and machining and everything that we do now. It's truly wild. Easy to see why such goods were so valuable, though. Alright, we'll talk to Yota before we worry about exploring anymore, otherwise this is going to keep beeping at me. Hey, Soggy
Well,
Catfur, hello.
This isn't at all foreboding.
Why is it foreboding that there's a fast travel crystal? We've seen them all over the place.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame.
Okay, are we going to finally learn where you came from, by the way? A member of the Undying, a secret society sworn to protect and serve the Rosfields of Rosaria and the dominant of the Phoenix, who is always born in their line. After her order rescued Joshua Rosfield from the ruins of Phoenix Gate and nursed him back to health, Yotei was tasked by her order to accompany and protect him on his journey to uncover the truth of Ultima. Okay, there we go. I've been waiting for this explanation. Cool. An actual just straight up secret service to protect the Phoenix. That is so sick. How cool is that, man? Awesome. Very nice. And Tabor, an ancient settlement in central southern Dalmekia that seems to cling to the very cliffs which dominate the landscape of the region. Its proximity to the free cities of Canver gives Tabor a ready market for the high-quality leather its tanners produce, as well as the salt and minerals mined from beneath it. The town's long history of isolation, however, has clouded the hearts of its residents, and to this day, many remain unwelcoming to outsiders. This is how far we are. Indeed.
It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir.
Ah.
They have served our
I wasn't
family
sure
for
if
generations.
Clive would know about them, but...
Albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Oh boy. This is where things are going to get very interesting. I'm guessing this is Canver. Yep, the Agora, the Free Cities of Canver. Alright, let's do this.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The Agora.
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Oh boy. Time for murder. Oh, they're here personally.
Distinguished members of the council. You must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashi.
You say after they just murdered your guards? What? Bro's delinquent? Delusional. And desperate.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention.
Or a suck-up,
our very
maybe.
salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Yeah, like, what do you guys think you're gonna do here?
Pathetic creatures.
that you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
It's a heck of a scar across his chest. How did he get that, I wonder?
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
I mean, I do want to have the power of Odin, so if you're just offering for me to come and kick your ass to take it, then, like, by all means, I will gladly do so, Barnabas Tharmer.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. What is it?
Do we have a lore entry about this? Oh, well, we do. We've already read it. Ah, okay. All right. Tell me more. Tell me more, game. I want to know.
Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima.
Makes sense.
He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence.
I like that they make that distinction too.
The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
Of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield,
oh, okay.
I would have you watch over those Clive
like
has made
the
his
hideaway.
wards.
Got it.
Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Oh my. A leisurely kiss? Or something more, perhaps? Let Yota come, why not? I mean, yeah, I am on board with that thought process as well. The lake will be fine.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Oh, it's not the same voice actor in Completionist? Got it. Got it. Fair enough.
Let's find our friends.
The lore is going to spoil plot details later? Oh, interesting. Okay. I guess before it's going to, give me a heads up so I can try to avoid reading it. Yote past tense of yeet? It is, actually. Okay. Very interesting stuff.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Fair enough. So we've got more side quests here. We wouldn't have been able to go that way anyway. So is it down here that the wolves are going to be then? That is the question. All right, Carl the Tanner.
Bold enough to heed
What's
her
up?
call. Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Carava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity. But those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Okay. I mean, I'm always down for a hunt.
All right.
Whether it be like a
Hunt
bounty
to
board
Evis.
hunt or a regular hunt.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
All right. Skin trade. We make it to the next continent is what happened to me. So I guess don't read after that part until you're done with that place. Okay. Got it. Understood. Thanks for the heads up. Let's see. How can we get up here this way, it looks like? A couple different ways to do so, actually. Taking bets now, but the hideaway gets attacked. Then they get an airship running to try and save themselves. The Bahamut guy is alive. He is, yeah. Yeah, the prince is at the hideaway, so that is another capable sword arm that they have there, obviously. If weakened. Then they'll have Yote, and then, you know, there's other people there that can fight.
You there, the strapping lad with
Yes,
the sword.
Milos. Different than Mythos.
Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled...
I'm so weak and small.
Old man, the kindness and brave the stairs in my stead. You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Yes, yes, old man, I can help you by climbing the stairs in your stead. Get this man one of those lift machines, the chairs that will, like, carry them up and down stairs. I think we're gonna need them.
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me. Assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Okay. Joshua, wow, brother, I thought we were here on a mission. Didn't you scold me for finding it slightly exciting? Now you're helping an old man find, like, his letters. Gotta go over here for that. Alright, we'll pop over here. Good thing we picked up this obelisk. Thank you to, I believe it was Navi who told us to do that last time we were here, maybe? Don't quite recall. Either way.
Run like the wind.
Company.
Goodbye, Storm Panther. That thing's like right at my ass, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Alright, we're gonna fight both of these at the same time, I guess? Oh no, it's bouncing. Alright, cool. Alright, Dread Avis, come here.
But it looks like there's still plenty of fight in it yet.
Zap! Yeah, that's pretty good damage. I cannot believe it survived that. There we go. That's actually incredibly impressive that it survived. Oh, boy. Gave a skin. Thank you. All right. Now then, where? So up there is where we gotta go for the old man. Okay, easy. Do, 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 do. Is it each of these? Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Interesting.
What Golden Plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Yeah, interesting.
Not a scratch on it.
This leather's been burnt to a crisp. Almost like it was hit with a giant laser beam.
So it's these stones to cover and the rest of
Yeah, you know, it's fine, I'm sure. They can work with that. I'm sure they've seen worse. Right? Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood till ends the mother's labor. Interesting.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
That Cyril fellow's an odd fish, don't you think?
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
So it almost sounds like the people of Tabor are supposed to be the original guardians of the crystals. Maybe, is this where... This can't be where Kupka was born. Can it? Maybe? Possibly. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar. before I forget everything I've read.
Do enlighten me, sir.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
The south, Guardians of the Crystal. Yeah.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges?
So that's confirmation that humanity is descended from the fallen.
The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Which, if that's the case, that then begs the question, what is up with Ultima, right? Like, is he... Were all the fallen like him? Is he horribly mutated? Is he separate from the fallen? Like, again, are the ruins of the fallen ruins of humanity, and we fought the gods, and Ultima is one of those gods, and we haven't really seen anything that's representative of, like, Ultima's people, except maybe, like, some of the ruins under Phoenix Gate? I don't know.
Wonders of the Golden Plains.
Imagine if each of these stone tablets
Lay
gave
your
you the
roots
time
in
to put the clock
stone.
in Zozo. Oh,
Try
God.
recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Okay. Yeah, it was hunters, now tillers of the land, yeah.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Okay. Very interesting background. Very interesting indeed. I really do hope that we learn a bit more about the history of the land and, like, these people and who are descended of the fallen.
Careful how you pack that
versus
leather. Any creases or scratches will
who
bring
are
down the
descended
price.
from humanity, if that's the same thing. I want to know. I must understand the world building.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Okay, good. Ooh, I think it was, what, 1360 for the next level of our rep? So we should be very close to that now. Another couple of side quests. Even if we get any rep from the main quest, we'll be good to go. Uh-oh. Whomst walks before us?
Cyril.
Ah.
How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the
Burning Quill.
Charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua
Okay, fair enough.
Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Okay.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
I mean, why would it be?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Hey! Ah, the Phoenix down! Excellent.
As you bear it,
excellent.
Order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
By the end of the game, I need Clive's, like,
it's a canva,
cape, I suppose,
We'll talk
to be
about this
covered in
later.
pins in the way that, like, those people at cons who, like, their bags are covered in
Cyril
pins or their
seemed
vests or
very,
whatever.
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Nothing to say? Alright. Fair enough, Joshua. Fair enough. We have so many pins, though.
The free cities under siege.
That little suspicious combat arena feels like it might be where our wolves are located. Let's see. So again, Josh. Oh.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
Maybe not for our goals, but there may be wolves over here to slay, Joshua. Oh, yes. Here we go. So again, Joshua couldn't break Clive from slavery with the Secret Service backing him because the Secret Service is nothing before the full might of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. Alright, let's see what the pack has to offer.
Remember, you're on my side, Tora.
that was a good opening to the fight. Good job, bud. You'll target the damn lightning rod every other time, but not this time. Alright, well that was easy. Damn. Woo. Yeah, any hunt like that where it's just like a group of enemies and not a big dude or a huge dragon or whatever.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
They are not going to stand a chance. That was violent.
The free cities under sea?
Twilight C rank, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, makes sense.
Come on.
I feel like I have a pretty solid build going as well, too. Certainly did not hurt. Oh. Orcs, you say?
Then let us be rid of them.
Alright, let's do this.
Straight home now.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Just whatever you're aiming at, just hit it. No reason not to. Where are you going? Don't you reset here, buddy. What the hell? He tried to be like, nah, I'm out. Gigaflare staying till the game is over. It's too good. Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. Absolutely brutal. Oh, more orcs, you say? Well, don't mind if I do. Hey, come on. Gather up, boys. Let's go. Zap! Like, yeah, I know these are just mooks, but still, it is incredibly satisfying just annihilating them. Nice. More orcses, you say? Filthy, filthy orcses. Oh my god! Guys, I feel a little powerful right now. Gather up, boys. Orcs practically stand in place and just look at you run around them. Listen, man, I gathered them enough that I was able to hit them with the big Giga Flare, okay? Oh, no. Why'd you fall? We were about to Giga Flare. I'm about to flare! It's got such a short cooldown as well. And its cooldown starts while you're beaming. It's ridiculous. Look, it's already a quarter of the way charged. Game makes you feel powerful right before they turn up the heat. True. True. You're not wrong. If Caffeine was here, she'd be cautioning me against having overconfidence, as it is a slow and insidious killer. I know. I know. Stand back, Jill. I'm beginning to flare.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Okay. Wait, what is this? What are these side quests? What the? Where did these come from? Very well. Stand back, Jill. I'm beginning to quest.
What's
If we're going to do this.
Hey, Eloise. Good to see you again.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
Help clear the beast from Cashlock? Sure, for 50 rep points. Damn right I will.
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chaidra's Thread, past Leitney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Okay. Trading places. Alright. Love this game, but the pacing in this moment is so weird. There's a ticking clock on the world collapsing. Clive, stand back while I collect these livers to make a confused man happy about getting sick. Honestly, yeah, that's a very accurate descriptor right there. If we had the catapult, we wouldn't have to bother. True. Yeah, realistically, this definitely feels like a... Like, these side quests all should have come at the same time that we were doing, like, the clear out the Akashic thing. Oh, this way. Like, before we got set on the story path, you know? There's no reason that they couldn't have all of these stacked up and, like, people can just do however many of them they want to.
Enough.
Nice. Goblin muggers have absolutely zero idea about what just hit them. Can I must be able to hop down here. Yeah, cool.
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
Oh boy, hello. Here there be birds!
You're finished.
Try to sneak up on me, Buster. Otherwise that happens. Oh, Joshua, nice finish. Okay.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklat.
So I was complaining about Final Fantasy VII Remake wasting time with the whole stupid ghost level when the player was about to fall down on everyone, but this is arguably worse. See, I was never bothered by the ghosts whatsoever, because to me it felt like it served the exact purpose it needed to, of a bunch of malevolent spirits getting in our way while there was this battle going on. We could see the battle going on, and it was a pitched conflict that would last a while. So I liked the way that was paced.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
This, as side quests, could have been placed anywhere prior to this, where it would have made more sense.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And,
What?
No. But enough about
What?
him. How did you fare
Theodore,
down
what's
in
happening?
Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
They give you side quests like, hey, I know the world is collapsing, but we're kind of going to die if you don't help right now. Not, hey, I need some furniture moved. Yeah, I know we're all going to die, but I got to sit comfortably while doing so. Fair. Very fair.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
All right. Okay. I mean, cool, bunch of Weirite. Don't know what I'm going to do with that, but rep, I'll take that. That pushes over the threshold for that Amulet of Priming, which is huge. Definitely want to see that.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy, and I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds.
Dramatic music is happening.
And she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then. I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Interesting. Okay. I wonder how that's going to wind up coming back later, if it does. Alright, so... To the lost... Actually, no. Let's check out that Amulet of Priming first. I want to see what that does. If anyone has a beard, highly recommend getting a beard comb. Best purchase ever. Interesting. I am a man with a beard myself. Not a particularly long one when I keep it trimmed properly, but why is this comb such a spectacular purchase for you, if I might ask?
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Alright, that should be all of the hunts at this point. Unfortunately, always love a good hunt. Yep, that's all that for now. Goat showing us where these side quests are.
Anything
for Great
catch your eye?
Justice 2. Oh, this will be the follow-up for the Black Shields fighting the people in Lost Wing. Okay, that should be cool. And rekindling the flame. Alright, alright.
Always something in there.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
Enclosed you will find an item of high and strange order, one for which I require neither thanks nor recompense. Consider it a reminder of where loyalties are best placed. The Chapman. Who the hell is the Chapman? I mean, I'll take it.
You earned this.
I will absolutely take it. 1550 to get to the next level.
Come again.
So what is this? Increases Lionheart tonic duration by 30 seconds. Huh. Okay. Okay. I mean, getting more limit is not bad. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I mean, for big boss fights where you're going to be using that type of stuff, this is not terrible, because having more limit just means having more DPS. Okay. I won't equip it right away. It's not going to be really useful when we're fighting mobs and stuff, but if we know we have a boss fight coming up, that is a consideration to make.
I have more for you.
Cool. Oh, wait now. So, Lost Wing.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
Wonder what the final hunt will be, seeing that Ultima's like always a secret boss or final hunt, but he's a main boss in this game, so who knows? Yeah. That's a good point.
You know what you have to do.
All right, what's up, Quentin? Regale us with your voice.
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
Well, I mean, if there's a fight to be had, potentially, by protecting villagers, then yes.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause.
See, like, quests like this make more sense
happening
happening right now.
Withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
Okay, let's do it. So, Galton's Bales are up there in the winery. Okay, so we can fast travel over to here. I think people were saying that there are more S-rank hunts, but the dragon that we fought was like the biggest and most dangerous. So I'm kind of curious as to see what other stuff we're going to wind up running into.
Everyone, Quentin has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives. so we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck. Fuck.
Okay, buddy, chill, relax.
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just a black shield protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They
What?
don't stand a chance against that thing.
What kind of
If I
guard
don't get
dog?
the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
What kind of guard dog? How scary could it be? More than the black shields?
Sid,
Is it
don't
a
worry
behemoth?
about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right.
Torgal too.
Do what I can.
It's Airbud.
Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods.
Heaven Hall.
he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Oh, you know I will, buddy. You know I will. All right, where is this thing? There we go. Like, why can't I find my map? Oh, it's this Kingdom Hearts manor over here. Yeah. Okay. I figured that had to be there for something other than just a reference, but... Who's Quentin again? Quentin is the innkeeper in Lostwing who speaks like this, because he's definitely not a mob boss from the fantasy realm. Who is actually like a former Chief Justice of the Empire or whatever who left. Okay. I'll just walk it off, no big deal. Oh boy, they already started the attack. That's not good. But yeah, Quentin is a former Justice of the Empire who went rogue, and now he helps bearers and stuff like that while running the town.
Look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
Don't know if the audio is off or Tom's saying like 2 seconds off from the music track. You know, I probably forgot. Yes, I forgot to add a sync offset to my mic. Thank you for pointing that out. From when I was streaming Remnant, I forgot to reset that.
Quentin, are you all right?
No.
Thank you for pointing that out.
But I am alive.
Turned it off when we were playing Remnant.
Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Okay, well, it's not a dog.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin.
It's a cat.
I'll hold it off. You go.
But it works.
Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Also, this is a really shitty manor for, like...
Come on, then.
The big bad guy who controls everything.
That is normally a guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
Easy. Oh, it's not a dog. This must be the god dog. Yeah, game's a little confused on that one. A little confused. But, I mean, we annihilated it in short order, so I'll take it.
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear.
Oh.
Just as I dreamed of doing all these years.
All right, well.
All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin!
Well then. I mean,
Oh,
the deed is done.
thank Grieger you're
He
safe.
did what he came here to do.
You.
That's something.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
Oh. Oh no. Oh no, no, no.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Quentin.
Don't be a fool.
Oh god, Quentin's gonna be a Kashik. Oh no.
Damn it.
Oh no, 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 this is so bad. Oh god.
Bridget's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
You know, I bet the reason that we have the side quests here is that we can spend more time adventuring with Joshua. I bet that's the reason. Where'd you go, Quentin? Where'd you go? Did he get past all these guys? Second lightning rod, didn't it?
Quentin! Hold on. I'm gonna get you out of here.
Where the hell? Where's the main? You! Could be, yeah. There we go. Oh! Don't forget to like and sub, as Incompletion says. True, true, true. I feel like most people who are here have probably already subbed, but yes, please do leave a like on the stream. It does help.
I need to get back to Quentin.
Get him, get him, get him. Let's go. Get him out of here.
Quentin! Quentin! Look at me! Thank the Thunder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
Okay, good. Just learning that Ultima has the same voice of the main villain in Xenoblade 3. Does he really? That's hysterical, actually.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quentin. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't.
Hell yeah.
So long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah. And all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same.
Hell yeah, they did. Let's go.
Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start.
I mean, that's true as long as the Aether Floods don't, you know.
One life ends.
Get it?
And another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
Very nice. I do love this developing story of like everyone coming together to try and survive and everything. I've said it before, but that human will is one of the things I love so much.
Permit me to withdraw my request.
In games.
I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
See, this quest, it makes sense why they have it timed when they do, because if they like wanted to have this Aether Flood and Lost Wing and like the corrupted soldiers and yada yada yada, all that type of stuff. But like, I mean, I guess it shows that Quentin is sure that Clive's going to get everything figured out, but the world does seem to be ending. So being like, oh, you'll enjoy this year's vintage. Like, are you going to have the time, the chance to make wine, my guy? Are you? But I guess it does tie into that human will thing, so it makes sense in a way. Hanged Man signboard, nice. I can't wait to have all of these and just be in Clive's room and see the whole collection of all of the trophies and trinkets and stuff. It's going to be very, very nice. Wicked Wheel cooldown, nice. That'll be useful if we ever use Garuda again, which we probably will. It is a nice quest, I agree. I agree. Okay. And then we just have this one over here in Martha's Rest. Which is good, because honestly, we're probably only going to go for another, like, 20 minutes or so today. And then that'll be perfect, because we'll have wrapped up all of the side quest stuff and everything. And we won't get, like, stuck partway through a story segment at this point. So it'll work out pretty well, I think. Undying determination, hope of humanity. Hell yeah. Yeah, as a Gurren fan, I knew that would resonate with you, Canadia.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
Absolutely. Shorter stream, no worries, though. Yeah, shorter today.
Thank you, Clive.
Yeah, I've got video stuff to do.
Are you thinking of making this new home?
Chores and stuff to do.
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den.
Oh, more bandits
and
to kill.
They don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry.
Oh, boy.
Nasty bastards they are, too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
Oh, you got it, Martha.
I do.
Let's go.
Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own, too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
I mean, you don't really need any ideas. You can just send me and the party and we'll clear it out for you, but sure. I'm always happy to talk to Wade. Oh. But yeah, it's possible that I could stream tomorrow during the day as well. We've got Crimson Tactics in the evening, which I need to remember to tell Jane I'm doing.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
But I do want to get more FF16 in here. The issue is I need to record Final Fantasy VI tomorrow as well. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll get something figured out. Alright, what's up, Wade?
So, Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully, the road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares. The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Exactly.
Well,
See, this is what I'm talking about.
If you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
They say bearer so much in this game, but never seek less. Seek less. The best thing. Seek less.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even a bandit.
Wait, says Kryzesk. What am I waiting for? Or Kryziek? I probably butchered your pronunciation, my apologies. What are we waiting for, my friend? Don't know? No, fair enough. Well, as long as you don't know either, and we're clueless together. Alright, Brandits. Time for you to go, my friends. Hey, everybody. Line up. Line up.
Kill them.
Goodbye. Oh my.
You will leave this place.
Or face the consequences.
God, they're only level 31, these poor bastards.
That's the end of that then.
Oh!
Well, maybe not.
Why is there an ooze? 2 scoops.
What are you doing here? Doesn't matter. It goes to...
Alright, 2 scoops. Goodbye. Just saw this, saw what you wanted to play. Played 2 years ago, played Tactics over Night of Lotus on the GBA on emulator on PC. Nice. How was it? I need to play Night of Lotus. I plan to at some point here. Not going to until we finally finish what we have to do in Tactics Over, but...
I'll take that as a no.
Bravo.
2 scoops, another name up there with Bath Bomb. Yeah, man.
Magnificent display,
Excellent
my lord.
names.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for Akashic.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away. Before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
Home. Without masters.
It's bittersweet seeing the last bearers.
We're the masters
Or
now.
seeing what happened to the last bearers
Our
who were
lives
here.
are our own
Yeesh.
at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease. But we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Okay. Let's hope history doesn't repeat itself then. Clive's mom comes back from the grave. Burn Eastpool for the lols. Oh no. No, 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 no. Don't wish that evil upon us, sir. Should be like nearly headless Nick. Head all flopped to one side. Eastpool's the town in your kingdom? Yeah, where Rodney Murdoch's wife was, where we got the new duds and everything.
Ah, there you are. All went well then.
As well as can be expected.
Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Damn right. Damn right, Clive. Telling it like it is. The black and red fabric ever play out? No, we haven't seen what's going to happen with that yet. It's got to come back at some point. There's no reason they would have asked and just never do anything with it. Or at least if they did do that, I would be extremely surprised. But yeah, so let's head back to the hideaway, and that's pretty much where we're going to call this one, I think. No point getting into the story now, after all. Like I said, I got some stuff I got to take care of today. Yeah, I told Jane I'd make sure that I was done streaming by the time she got home from work so we can go and take care of stuff we've got to take care of and all that good nonsense. But, so, hold on. Hold on. Is there a quick hunt we can do to wrap things up? Is there a new business? Ooh. Okay, hold up. Lostwing, Sam Breck. Greater part of those black shields who spied on Lostwing were taken by the Aether Flood. However, we received reports that one yet survives, a zealot of their evil cause who persists in delivering any bearer who strays too close to his hiding place to a gruesome death. Lassie has heretofore proved more than a match for the Cursebreaker sent to slay him. Okay, hold on. We've got a hunt to put us on our way to the finale here. To Lostwing. I have a black shield to go fight, apparently. Awesome. I'm always happy to do more hunts. Literally always. Alright, you bastard. Where are you? Where would he be? Would he be in the actual town here? Those of you who know. Gonna find him and whoop his ass. Because, like, he could be here, or he could probably be out in the grape fields in the vineyard. Circular clearing just outside of town. Oh, down here in the Cellar's Passage. You know, that would probably make sense, wouldn't it? That would probably make sense. Oh, isn't that where we fought Benedicta's goons? I think it is. Yeah. Okay. So we go this way. Not this way. It is below us. I thought so. If free tonight, should be running Ogre Battle 64. Check combat type of strategy. Curious to undertake. Only for free, though. Yeah, I should hopefully be. I don't have anything I'm planning on streaming. Jane's actually been playing Final Fantasy Tactics. So she's probably going to play more of that tonight. It's so hard to see anything now with the Aether Flood everywhere. So I'll be hanging out with her if she does while she plays that. But no reason I can't be in stream at the same time. Where the hell? There's like a door or something. I remember that. But I can't see anything with the Aether Flood. There's a way to get underground. Is it over here? Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah. We go through this door here. And then downstairs. Bro, can we kind of like light a torch? Jeez. Yeah, if you want to ping me in the Discord when you're going live, I will see if I can't show up. Ah, it's a cannoneer. All right. Okay, let's do this. The Holy Trumpet Tower. Alright, buddy. Let's go. These guys are always actually kind of nasty, so...
Bring out the Baron! Let me and my daughter purge them of their sin!
Recoil. Oh, God. Yep, fair enough.
I'm on this meeting.
Stagger him. There we go. Nope, I hit the wrong one. Rip. That's still pretty damn good damage, though, if I do say so myself. Okay. That attack is so hard to get away from. There we go. Whew. Bruh, oh, now it works? Wait, what works now? Or were you saying trying to get him to stagger? Because he just wouldn't, yeah. Big cannon guys feel like to be a Souls enemy, or like the big bell men from Sekiro. I don't know who those are, but yes, the big cannon guys are absolutely, like, straight out of Dark Souls.
Your work here is done.
I love them. I love them. Oh, and there's a treasure chest here. Hello. What do we have here? Okay, bunch of money. Fair enough. Whew. YouTube kept deleting my messages. Oh, weird. Huh. Not sure why that would be. Alright, what is our rep at? I feel like we could maybe... We might actually be close to that 1550 point to get the last rep reward. So let's see. Let's see really quick.
Did you see that? Tell me just...
The fact that they keep being like, did you see that, really makes me feel like there's some sort of horrifying beast out in the water. Also, it looks like we're not quite there yet, but we have to be close.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back.
Pretty close. Pretty close. 65 short. Cool. Very, very soon. I'm curious how many more rewards there could possibly be. We've gotten a bunch of stuff, but... Yeah, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up here. Thank you for coming and hanging out. As always, tomorrow you can look forward to a new indie tactics game in Crimson Tactics, Rise of the White Banner. Looks pretty cool. I liked what little I played of it off stream just to test it out, see what I thought. Should be a good time, so I hope you come and join us in the evening for that. If there's going to wind up being a 16 stream during the day tomorrow, you'll see me schedule that. There might not be, though, as I might just take the time to get a bunch of Final Fantasy VI recorded. We'll see. I was supposed to do that on Monday. Didn't quite have... yeah, lots of good stuff on the horizon, as always. As always. Looking forward to seeing the end of 16 and moving on to other stuff. Armored Core around the corner, really. More Remnant with Dante. Getting back to doing more of my scripted content. I know I keep saying it. I have a bunch of videos planned, a bunch of scripts done or half done. I just need to find the time to finish it. But, yeah. Thank you all. I hope you all have a good night. Stay safe and healthy out there. And remember, be good to each other.